when one lives in the present moment, it's like they experience life in a slow motion. You know, another thing that living your life in the present moment will give you, my chosen one, is an ability to create, you know, to be in a state of flow, to be in a state of creation, you know, simply no time, nowhere, go beyond yourself. Time doesn't exist. You are just one with that experience, guys. You know what I mean? Chosen ones are good man. Chosen ones are coming. Chosen ones are living well. Now, my chosen one, let's add one more to the list, and which is chosen ones are creating. Chosen ones are creating themselves and creating, you know, the new lives in this new awakening. You know what I'm saying? My chosen one, how to be in a state of creation, also known as state of flow. Yes. Uh, Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. My chosen one, if you haven't subscribed by now, you're missing out. Check me out on Insta at Awaken the Ego. The link is on the channel. My chosen one, how to be in a state of creation, how to be in a state of flow. What do you mean, Alula? What does that mean to be in a state of flow? What does it mean to be in a state of creation? My chosen one, don't you know you're a God in the flesh? I mean, don't you know you're a reflection of God that is walking this earth? Which means by your nature, by your right, you have an ability to create things out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? But hold up now. Before we get into all of that, let me just say the first thing that goes without saying so we can get it out the way, guys. First thing first, I'm going to just say that on this channel, my chosen one, meditation goes without saying. You know what I mean? The more I'm becoming my best self, the more I'm seeing meditation is truly a necessary tool for the chosen one in order for you to become your best self, especially in the mornings. My chosen one, there's a ritual that I do. Let me share my ritual with you guys. Every morning I rise between 4:30 and 4:45 in the morning. Basically, I spend the first hour changing my mood into high frequency by listening to spiritual music and uplifting myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, after that's done, I sit down for meditation for 45 minutes so that I can arrange my mind the way I want. After that's done, I simply get up, have a coffee, take a shower, you know what I mean? Pick up a camera, and then I'm here creating for you, my chosen one. Do you see what I'm saying? Every chosen one has an ability to create. It's just a matter of accessing. My chosen one, let me tell you something. The more you are learning yourself, the more you understand yourself, my chosen one, the more you're going to discover so much things about you that you didn't even know that you could do, guys. Seriously speaking. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of learning yourself, understanding yourself, and awakening the ego within. So my chosen one, let's dive into the points this morning. So the first point, my chosen one, is to be and living your life, or to be vibrating high most of the time. You know what I mean? I've shared in many of my videos the fact that, my chosen, we are only at our best when we live at a high vibration, at a high frequency. So there's the lower us and there's the higher us. You know what I mean? When you live at your lowest, you embody your lowest reflection. Basically, everything that you do when you live at your lowest energy, my chosen one, is basically not you. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's a little bit like when Christian people say the devil made me do it. You know what I'm saying, guys? That is because when you're not yourself, you cannot create something that is worthy a reflection of who you really are, guys. So that is why on this channel we always promote, your feeling. Pay attention to your feeling, my chosen one. Pay attention to how you feel, your intuition, how you vibrate, guys. This is your kind of your guidance, if I can put it this way, my chosen one. So by you living at your highest vibration most of the time, in fact, I know it is impossible to be vibrating high all the time, because life happens. But guys, if you manage to vibrate high, or most of the time, I was gonna say all, but not most of the time, guys, then you are beginning to be in a state of creation. My chosen, if you cannot fast from the world, you cannot find the Father's domain. Basically, you cannot be who you are, which is your ability to create, your imagination, your ability to bring things into existence by speaking and by imagining and by acting, guys. But the chosen one must fast from the world in order for you to access this Father's domain that is within you. It is just impossible when you entertain the world and then you cannot find the Father's domain, guys. It's a way of saying that you cannot serve two masters, and you cannot belong to two different worlds, or you cannot belong to two separate, like, opposite political parties. Can you imagine if, like, you're both Republican and a Democrat, and, like, on the same election with the, like, you know what I mean, like, with two candidates that have different views, like, on, like, things. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a time in the life of a chosen one where he needs to basically disconnect himself from the world. You know what I mean? What is the world? World is basically to indulge in feeding the flesh, entertaining and comfort, and really going to the things of the flesh and neglect the things of the spirit. The thing about the flesh and the spirit, guys, these things are opposite. Once you weaken the spirit, then the flesh becomes, you know what I mean? And then once you weaken the flesh, then you grow spiritually. Now, to be in a state of creation, my chosen one, requires for you to be spiritual, because this is how you create. You know what I mean? One of the things I should have said at the intro is that, my chosen, most people in this world, it's like they live their lives with the script already written for them. It's like they go to school to learn, like rehearse, but not you, my chosen one. Just like you came with the script and everything is within you. So therefore, you got to really pay attention to yourself. Take good care of yourself, my chosen, because the message is coming from inside of you, guys. This is what makes you unique. It's like I get up in the morning, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Sometimes I might, but like most of the times not. Until like on my walk here, then I start making up the things that I'm going to say, or the things that is within me. But sometimes when I'm not feeling my best, guys, when I'm like indulging in the worldly activities and with my thoughts and like other things also, I found my creative energy to be less and less and less. You know what I mean? So my chosen one, you got to fast from the world in order for you to find the Father's domain so that you can create. Yeah. Creation, my chosen, requires for you to persist in your imagination. You know what I mean? Is to say that to live your imagination as much as you can. To know that your imagination is the real world, and that is your real identity, and that is your real world. And the more you can stay in that world of yours, which is a world of your imagination, then the more you can create the things that you are imagining about. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Your imagination is everything, my chosen one. Seriously speaking, particularly for some of you chosen ones that are artists, that are like creating things, you know what I mean? Like drawing things, like things like this, my chosen one. Let me tell you something. It's that your imagination is so unique, is that whatever you create at that time might just be a masterpiece. Really? You know what I'm saying? Because of your imagination. You know what I mean? It is what imagine that is real, not the real world. Let me tell you. It's just that we have to persevere. We have to persist. We have to stay in that imagination on that frequency until imagination or until like that frequency which you're imagining and you're vibrating until it finally gives way and say, no, well, I can't take this no more. I'm just gonna have to present it to him or her, whatever he wishes. Because this person, it keeps vibrating this thing. God, that's kind of how the universe be. You know what I mean? Guys, once you persevere and persist in the things that you do, except for chasing women. Yeah, let's put that an exception there. If a woman says to you guys, if you're a man, or even if you're a woman and then you are like interested in some man or whatever like this, but it's kind of off the topic, but check this out though. If a woman says to you, I'm not interested, my chosen, don't persist. Just move on with your own thing. So as even a woman, if a man says to a woman he's not interested, that one is even a big one. That one even don't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, guys? I said that to say, guys, is that if you persist in everything else, then whatever you persistent about, whatever that you keep on thinking about, guys, it'll just manifest until it's just it's just a matter of time until it manifests, guys. You know what I mean? But your imagination is your wonderful imagination, I should say. You know what I mean? Is the God in you. Is the Jesus Christ in you. Is the Christ consciousness, guys. And that is the message your family has put in within you to send you here. You know what I mean? Alright guys, this is my video today. Thank you so much for being here. You are appreciated as always. Guys, like this video. Subscribe to this channel, guys. Until the next video, God bless you and take care. Yeah. Let's catch that train. Bye. Alright guys, bye-bye.